Apple is ready to release a new iPad Pro any day now. Here's what we know, including a crazy last-minute leak. Before getting into the rumors, if you want to keep up to date with all the latest Apple news and reviews, hit that subscribe button. The M4 iPad Pro hit store shelves in May of 2024. This makes it well over a year since a new model has been released. The good news is that one is coming very soon, and I'll paint you a good picture about what to expect. I'll rip the band-aid off first, though it should be obvious. The design is not expected to change. I know many just get excited by design refreshes, but there's just no need. The 2024 model got quite the update. It is just, it's so cool. It's still crazy thin. I think these new models will have the exact same size, dimensions, and displays that we have now. The internals, though, are a different story. First, the new iPad Pros will use Apple's new M5 chip. These will likely be the first devices to use the M5 architecture. That'll get you improved performance, which is very handy with the new multitasking abilities in iPadOS 26. Internally, it's possible Apple upgrades other chips too. It could use the C1X modem and the N1 networking chip that are both found in the iPhone 17 line. My big hope from those chips is not just to boost the wireless performance, but to also increase battery life thanks to improved efficiency. Bloomberg had said that Apple is doubling up on the front-facing cameras this generation. There could be two cameras, one for portrait and one for landscape views. Finally, it seems storage will remain the same, with 256, 512, 1TB, and 2TB options. These were literally all just rumors, until... Here's a true story. My youngest cousin is finally heading off to college, and she relies so heavily on her iPad. But accessories like Apple Pencil Pro and Magic Keyboard are fairly expensive, especially for a student. So she wanted to know what other options were out there that were full-featured but wouldn't break the bank. Well, my sponsor, EIP, is perfectly suited for that. Check it out. This is the EIP flip case and magnetics keyboard case. This keyboard case is ideal for students, featuring exclusive shortcuts for good notes, notability, and well-note, allowing quick switching between the pen, eraser, and highlighter, as well as next, previous step buttons for a smoother note-taking experience. It also offers secure stylus storage, a 135-degree adjustable stand, and a detachable keyboard with 7 backlight colors. The trackpad supports multi-touch gestures, delivering a smooth and intuitive experience similar to Apple's own. If you don't need a keyboard, that's okay. Unlike most cases that offer only a few fixed angles, the EIP flip case features stepless angle adjustment for optimal viewing, supports vertical mode, and has a detachable cover that also works as a stand for your iPhone or iPad. In addition to the top pen slot, there's a magnetic strip on the side for convenient temporary stylus storage. Check out both of these and the rest of the EIP lineup down in the description, just in time for back to school season. So you guys know I like to share some behind the scenes stuff with you all. Here's a bit more inside baseball. I'd actually already been producing this video when a YouTube video went live that purportedly unboxes and tests the M5 iPad Pro. It's not even official yet, and this person has one. So I had to hit pause and revisit this entire video to incorporate everything that we saw in that video. The video came from the Russian channel Weslecom. When I initially did a short, there was a bunch of people that came out and said, don't trust them, it's probably just fake. Which, fair. This product is not even out yet, so it could theoretically all be faked. But the thing is, this same YouTube channel also revealed the new M4 MacBook Pros in 2024 ahead of their announcement. So because of that, I am tempted to trust what they are showing, even if I'm taking a little bit of a grain of salt. As for what we can learn, honestly, not a whole lot. It's still just a basic unboxing, but it does highlight the lack of changes in the physical hardware. The tablet, as we expected, looks identical to the M4 iPad Pros. The only physical change I saw was the back of the device lacks the etched iPad Pro branding that we have on, the M4 version. Geekbench reveals the M5 chip is yet again a 9-core unit with roughly 10% single-core increase and a 12% multi-core increase. The Geekbench metal test shows a better boost for graphics, offering up to 36% increase, which is solid. I'm willing to bet Apple hits that angle very hard in its messaging. There's more memory, which is nice, as the base 256 gig model now has 12 gigs instead of 8. As I mentioned earlier in this vid, one of the big rumors was an upgrade to the front-facing camera. There's supposed to actually be 2. And this is where it gets confusing. The first video doesn't reference anything at all, and you can't really see anything on the tablet. But a second YouTuber, who also showed off the M4 MacBook Pro, Roman768, does mention a second camera. He says that it doesn't have the true depth camera system on the secondary one, but they believe it could be used for desk view during FaceTime calls. There's actually a lot of debate about this on Twitter and YouTube, and even like the Getting Started guide doesn't really mention that secondary camera, so it's still just very unclear. I still don't know if we will have 1 or 2 cameras on the M5 iPad Pros. Otherwise, all we really know is there aren't any other surprises. Just a minor performance bump on a frankly exceptional tablet. I think iPad Pro is incredibly good, and iPadOS 26 makes it even better. As for the release of this, I think we're really close, like super close. Rumors have consistently pointed to end of 2025, and then they got more precise, saying October. Well, we're in October. Just yesterday, again adding new fuel to this video, the FCC inadvertently leaked several upcoming Apple products. Amongst them were model numbers seemingly pointing to all 4 versions of iPad Pro. You have 11 and 13-inch sizes, with and without cellular. If they're already working their way through the FCC, that likely means a launch is imminent. Of course, if you want to know when everything becomes official, make sure you keep your eyes peeled to this channel. I'll update you as soon as we know more. As an aside, I also want to just put this out there. I want these specs that we're talking about, but on an iPad mini. Like, the iPad mini is amazing, and I've said for ages, it is a great gaming device, content consumption device, but I want Apple to put more pro tech into it. Maybe even like an iPad mini Pro. Why can't we have an M series chip, a nano texture display option, and Face ID? Maybe I'm crazy, but I would pay for that in a heartbeat. Let me know how you feel about that down below in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you all in the next video.